Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. Today I've got the incredible privilege and honor to talk to the incredible Randy Taran, who is the CEO and founder of the Happiness Project. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Nina. It's such a pleasure to be here with you.
I'm so happy. I feel incredibly privileged to be able to spend the time with you and find out more about, the Happiness Project.
Yeah.
Project Happiness to me, it's incredibly important, and what you're doing is absolutely fantastic. And one of the mottos I've noticed is that happiness is not just a state of mind, it's a skill. So what I'd like to know, Randy, is if someone isn't in a very good place at the moment, what kind of steps can they take to begin the learning journey to develop that skill?
Okay. I think it first starts from the inside, and that is knowing that happiness is a choice. Because if we know that we have choices in how we set our minds, then that just opens up the door to so many things changing in our life. So, for example, what we've seen in schools and in communities is that when people know that happiness is actually, it's not a state of mind that you were born with. You're either happy or you're not. Um, that's your personality or whatever. It's actually a skill that you can build over time. You can actually change your brain. This is so exciting. The science supports this. You can choose your mindset. You can choose what's called a fixed mindset. This is from the work of Dr. Carol Dweck at Stanford, or a growth mindset, which lets you know that you can change. Your mind can change, your perspective can change, your skill sets can change. And just knowing that you have these choices is so empowering.
I think that's fantastic, and I think I'm so happy that you're working on this. I think Project Happiness is fantastic, but also that there is a science background. So for the people that maybe are doubting things, there is so much evidence, and growth mindset it's a fact. It exists, and I think that is the knowledge that you can actually do it and change your mindset is incredible. But what would you do? So if you see someone that perhaps is struggling, or you suspect that someone is struggling, what could you do just to let them know that you're there for them?
Yeah, I think what you said, that you are there for them, is pivotal. Because, when people are struggling, sometimes they tend to go within or withdraw. Just being there for someone, letting them know that, hey, I'm here for you if you want to talk. Just your presence somehow. It's easy to say, well, if you need anything, give me a call. Sometimes people don't feel like giving someone up. They don't want to, trouble anyone else. So just maybe dropping over, grabbing them for a walk. Physical exercise actually can change your state of mind. It engages your endorphins and so on. And again, the science shows that, if you are in nature, that is very calming, soothing. It brings you back to your center. So be there physically for them. Give them regular calls. Take them out for a walk. Find out what is their favorite thing to do, and, kidnap them, take them there, maybe it's a movie, go for tea, take a day trip, whatever. And the thing is, if they need help, like professional help, don't be afraid to have the hard conversation with them. And if it's hard for them to, even think of that process, go with them step by step. Let's look at a few people. I'll go with you to the first meeting, Yeah. But the social connection is really important.
I think that's a really lovely answer. I also think that leads on nicely to the virtual race for wellness. So you were mentioning actually physical activity and going outside and having finding something that you enjoy doing, perhaps walks in the woods or doing something together. Can you tell us a little bit more about the virtual race for wellness? Like, how can we all get involved?
Thank you so much. I am so excited about this. This is a way of bringing people together. It's called virtual race because it's not taking place in one city at one time where you have to be there. It's everywhere in the world. People have access to it. You can do it on your own schedule with whoever you want, whenever you want. And basically, it is choosing a movement that you like. It could be walking, it could be running, biking, yoga, whatever, dancing, whatever it is to you, and grabbing a friend. You can do it individually as well, and many people are, but the invitation is to grab a friend and just commit to this practice of physical activity, which actually lights up your mental well-being. And it's all for a good cause. It is to support our schools. We have curriculum that's in schools for the young ones, the middle school, the high school. There's such an epidemic right now of anxiety among children, among adults too, let's face it. But the children are suffering. There's all sorts of, in many schools, there's cutting, there's suicide, there's mass feelings of stress. So we want to help students, again, learn these skills for greater happiness, that they can tap into their inner resources. And it really works. It really changes lives. So that's what this whole race is about. When you register, your donation supports the programs, getting our programs, our books, our curriculum into schools. And that's the way we put our energies together, working on our own self-care and helping people at the same time. And I'm just so excited about it. It starts on September 15th and goes for the whole month until October 15th.
I think that sounds truly incredible. I am so excited for this as well, because I think it's never been a movement that's truly global, where you can work on your own but with everyone at the same time, and you can choose what you want, and there is no specific time and date, but you are doing it as a whole world. I think that's incredible and very exciting. I think that's fantastic. What do you think? So if every person in the world was to work on was to take part and work on their happiness and develop that skill, what do you think would be the one simple action that they could do every day to develop that growth mindset and the happiness?
I always start with gratitude. That is the easiest way to delve right in. Plus, the science again shows that if you have a regular gratitude practice, your well-being, your life satisfaction will go up 25%.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is amazing. It's been tested. So what could that look like? It could look like you have a little journal beside your bed. Do you have a gratitude practice yourself, or do you know?
I do every morning. Every morning.
I had a feeling you did. Yes. Yeah. So what do you do?
Every morning before I start my day, I have got my journal, and I basically write everything that I am grateful for. So sometimes these are bigger things, but very often there will be tiny things, like just the fact that I was able to wake up and I can see the world around me. That's something I'm really grateful for. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for the fact that, I woke up in a warm bed. Sometimes I'm grateful for the fact that I found a car park space somewhere where I didn't expect it to be. If I was driving somewhere and I thought, I'll probably struggle to find a car park, then it was there. I'm super grateful. And I think in general, every day, I also feel very grateful for having the opportunity for being on this planet at this time and being able to experience it all. I think, life can be excellent and sometimes a little bit harder, but, the tougher times help you to build character and, develop other skills. And the great times, I think you appreciate them more when you go through the harder times. So I'm grateful for everything, for the good and for the not so good, because I think this is what makes me who I am. And this is what makes the experience, on earth for me, the special experience.
That's such a beautiful answer, because you did the range of the little things in life, could be a cup of tea, waking up in a warm bed, to the more profound, oh my gosh, I have a body, I can get up, I can move, I am living on this planet, I have this opportunity, all the way to the challenges, because as you said, they make us stronger, So gratitude, even write a gratitude letter to someone who has touched your life, and maybe they've seen something in you that you have not even been able to see in yourself. And if you can write that letter and send it to them or deliver it in person, oh my gosh, your heart will burst open, and so will theirs. It will be a memorable moment that'll stay with you for a long time. So I think gratitude, so powerful.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, I think, if people that are watching it are not doing it, then, as of today, you should definitely start doing it, because I totally agree with you, and I totally believe in it. And, and the science behind it also saying that you can increase your happiness by 25%. That's incredible proof that it's worth spending that few minutes and developing the habit of doing it daily, because it seriously helps.
It actually makes you look for the good things in your life, whereas our mind generally has a negativity bias. It kind of it gets attracted to, oh, this bad thing in the news, or this happened or that happened. You can change that. You can actually make happiness your default just by these little practices. So it's really exciting. It's encouraging, and everyone can do it. Costs nothing. You can do it whenever you want.
Absolutely. So this leads me on to a question. When we talk about gratitude, when you look at your whole life, what are you most proud of and what are you most grateful for, Randy?
Whoa, that's a tough question. There are so many things. I don't know what would be the most. Well, let me I'm gonna stretch it a little bit. I think I am grateful for my family. Number one, I am grateful to have found this sense of meaning and sense of purpose in my life. I didn't always have it. I was searching earlier, like for something that would grab me and just motivate me, and so Project Happiness has done that for me, and it's given me the opportunity to travel around the world and meet some wonderful people. One thing that jumps up in my mind is that we were invited by the First Lady of Guyana to work with the Ministry of Education and teach all educators, NGOs, administrators. Even she took part in this whole science of happiness and the curriculum that is now being used in schools.
Wow.
And they have the highest rate of suicide per capita in the world. So it was such an honor and so meaningful to be asked to, to help in this way. So that's one thing that comes into my mind.
That sounds incredible. Absolutely incredible. So Project Happiness has already been tremendously popular and has gained a momentum, and it's been so successful. What's your vision for the future? Where would you like to take it next?
world happiness domination. I would love to see people all around the world have the resources to activate their own inner happiness. My goal, my big, hairy, audacious goal is 10 million people. And that's what my dream, that's what we're after. Already we have, close to 3 million people that are, whose lives we're touching. So what if we doubled it? And then what if we doubled that again? Anything is possible. The thing is, happiness is contagious, like all emotions. So, for example, what we're doing here today, maybe that will send out a ripple. Maybe it will activate, one person or two, or, and then they become the center of their sphere of influence, and they influence more people. So it's all about planting seeds. And I truly think that anything is possible. I think people are sick and tired of the negativity. It's right in our face these days, and people want to change. I believe that people are good and want to connect with each other. And really, we are at the threshold of a major change with the movement of mindfulness and yoga and so on. People are looking for deeper values and to be connected to their own. So this is like the perfect time to be doing your work and to be doing what we're doing. I think people are ready, and let's go. Let's do this.
I totally agree. I think it's a wonderful vision. I am 110% confident that you can do it. I think, Project Happiness has been so successful already, and it's got big numbers of people behind it taking part in it. I don't think there'll be any problem in doubling it and then doubling it again, because I agree. People are searching for happiness, and I think, if we're all helping each other and if we're all inspiring each other, even if it's just one person from this conversation, and then, like you said, then inspire other people, I think we can totally create that ripple effect and make it happen. I think that's wonderful.
Yes, and that's what this race is about. It's about activating. We have people from your country, from Australia, from South America, Costa Rica, Europe, you name it, Africa, all taking part. And, this is a movement. You feel good, you do good, and that brings us closer. It brings out the best in ourselves and each other. And that's what this is all about.
I think that is so fantastic. And I can't wait. I actually can't wait for the virtual Race for Wellness to kick off very soon. I want to be part of this. I want to bring my friends and family as well. And I hope that everyone who is watching is going to do the same, because I truly believe in the benefits of it. And I think Project Happiness is truly fantastic. And I hope that everyone is going to. I always think, I love Audrey Hepburn's quote of, when you grow older, you realize that you have two hands, one hand to help yourself and one to help others. I really hope that everyone will reach out with their other hand and help someone else, and help to create the movement to be even bigger, because it's so worth it and so incredible.
And I we are really all in this together, and we are connected more than we know. And I just want to share, if anybody wants to get happiness vitamins in their mailbox every day, that is available too. On our website or on Facebook, they could register, because we really believe that it is in the daily practice of these happiness habits, Mindful Monday, Gratitude Tuesday, Wednesday Wellness, Thoughtful Thursday, and so on, that we change our brains and we evolve into who we are meant to be, to our highest natures, to our most happy, free, and connected.
Absolutely. And I think it is all about changing your habits. So if you are in the habit of getting up and looking at the news, which is normally not the most positive, change it to actually getting a daily dose of vitamins online. And I think it only takes 90 days to develop a new habit and positive habit, like doing it consistently, and literally you can change your state of mind, and you can change your life this way.
Truly.
So I think all of the aspects of Project Happiness are incredibly valuable and incredibly helpful for everyone. And I really do hope that everyone who's watching it is going to take part and is going to take action, not tomorrow, not one day, but from now on. Like, sign up right now to make sure that you are working on your wellness.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's make this contagious. You know, everyone deserves to be happy. I truly believe that's our birthright.
Absolutely. Well, Randy, it's been such a pleasure and such an honor. And thank you so much for your time. I really loved every second. Thank you.
Thank you so much.